Oh God. What the fuck is Oh, that's funnier than what I thought. I heard the sniffing sound. I was like, man, who's not sharing? Like, come on, man. I need a bump to get me going in the morning. So what's up with the clown mask, dude?
It's not about the mask, it's about the message.
Oh, okay. Oh, clowning, clowns. What's going on? I'm
I don't
confused.
know.
Please,
Small
please,
Halloween mask.
please explain to me. What's the clowniness today?
Actually, I think people should be clowning every day.
They should be. We definitely do take things way too serious sometimes. And yeah, you know what isn't too serious though? Introductions. They go like this. Welcome to the show. Today's episode is proudly sponsored by Grow Generation, where the pros go to grow. More on them in a bit. Yeah, that reminds me of that time on our first Friday Frights when I showed up with the zombie mask. I was like, don't freak out. I'm gonna do something.
Yeah.
Man. You know what? I just I kind of want to get right into the very first thing we're going to discuss, and yeah, let me go ahead and cue it up for us. I've
Okay.
figured out. Oh, go ahead.
No, while you do that, just want to say happy Loki Wednesday.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I actually we already watched it. We got
It was
up.
a bit of a disappointment, but it's okay.
I'll disagree, but let's go ahead and talk about something that we know
All right.
wasn't disappointing. We got a brand new trailer, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday for the Suicide Squad. And yeah, I was not disappointed whatsoever. So let's take a look at it.
Robert Dubois. He's in prison for putting Superman in the ICU.
I will say that I did have a little bit of a problem with the trailer.
Okay, what was that?
They just freaking replaced
Will
Deadshot
Smith, yes.
with Bloodsport and
Yes.
basically gave him the same plot that
Or
we saw in
Bloodshot.
Bloodsport.
Is his name Bloodsport?
Bloodsport, yeah.
Oh, okay. Bloodshot's the other guy. Yeah, that's right.
Bloodshot's Vin Diesel.
Very,
and that's going
very
well.
valiant.
Yes. Yeah, I was like, really? We're doing this again? I was
Yeah,
like,
daughter.
did you want to make it blatantly obvious that you're replacing Will Smith in this film with Idris Elba?
Does Will Smith have like bad blood with Idris Elba? I have no idea, but
But other than that, I thought this was phenomenal.
what about her outfit there, man? I like the throwback to the cartoon with her outfit
Mm-hmm.
and the Afghan Hound.
Oh, this whole part with the weasel, it was great because he just looks so stupid.
And you know Gunn's brother's on set making all those weird faces himself, you know.
No, yeah, of course.
Project Starfish. Bravo with going on Starro.
It's an interesting take for Suicide Squad because obviously I think
Starro is like
super old.
Avenger, or not Avengers, but Justice League level thing, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, if he gets big enough, yes.
Yeah. Well, because he's got the mind control and the hive mind, like little polyps or whatever he could do. You see, Polka Dot Man there. I thought maybe the scene where she's got like butterflies and shit coming out of her. I thought maybe that was like a powers team up type, you know, power combination thing of some of this right here. I thought that was Polka Dot Man. I don't know what's going on there. Was that something from her movie?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. I liked it a lot.
Well, I mean, it looks super fun.
Ow. Oh, I like the digs at Disney right there, man. Ratatouille, Maui, which is, you know, Moana, character played by The Rock. Almost like a little Rock joke too, then I guess. Kind of like a double entendre. You get to make a inside DCEU EU rock joke and also joke on Disney. Not too bad, DC. Way to go.
Yeah, I mean, you have James Gunn doing it, and you kind of let him do what he wants to do. It's kind of interesting what you get when you let filmmakers do what they want to do.
Yeah. Why do you think he made that choice about Bloodsport and Deadshot to be so the same? Is this, are they really treating this as a soft reboot, and maybe that's why they did it? Do you think it goes that deep?
I think so, just because they were so disappointed with the first one. But then again, we've never seen the first one. we've seen the trailer cut of Suicide Squad, but it still had a lot of problems. I think that's it. It's just a soft reboot, but you already know the characters, and I think almost like comic books, this arc didn't really work very well, but hey, here's this next one, and it's gonna be better. It's the same characters, and you're like, oh, okay, sure, why not?
It does look a lot better for sure.
And then I just with James Gunn, I'm fairly sure it's gonna be a lot of fun. And then John Cena looks like he's not taking himself seriously at all. So I think in that role he's gonna work out pretty well. It's just the fact that he backs the Chinese.
Look, people, here we are taking the artist and the art and doing this.
Yeah,
because I can say all day, I'm so sorry that I don't give two fucks about communists that lock up people in concentration camps, but I can totally say I am not sorry for watching someone that is sorry to those same communists do something funny, like make a butthole joke and a starfish joke in a movie. I'm down for it, man.
I'm like, a butthole joke, really? All right, I'm down
chocolate
for it.
Starfish, yes.
I'm down with it.
We went Limp Bizkit on that shit, man.
Oh no, just keep rolling, bro. Keep rolling.
Oh man, so
that's right. We can keep the puns coming too.
Yeah, we sure can. With this, this was an all ages trailer. We know this is a rated R film.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're still trying to draw in teenagers. With parents that are cool and let their teens see cool shit. No, I'm joking. You do you, mom and dad, or whatever. And but I honestly see this having a very, very wide appeal and a wide audience. I think even wider than Deadpool. And when I saw the first Deadpool in theaters, there was a 9-year-old kid with his family next to Brian and I, me and Brian, and I actually expect to see more like 10, 11-year-olds in this than I would Deadpool. What do you think?
Well, you have a broad range of characters and actors and directors that you're familiar with. It's kind of like when you go get comics, you're drawn to the Batman title. Next, if that's not available, you're drawn to a Scott Snyder title or Jimmy Palmiotti title because you're familiar with the writing, so you might try something a little different.
Right.
And I think this is a similar case. You have already an established fan base for Harley Quinn, and specifically also if you're into the animated show, now you're seeing King Shark, and also, I mean, just Idris Elba alone is a draw. Mm-hmm. Just Absolutely. Because, and any character in ever, it's like, oh, well, who do you think he should play him? It's like, oh, well, Idris Elba. It's like, hey, shut the hell up. Give me another name. James Bond, Idris Elba.
Carl Esposito as Dr. Doom, as every villain. I'm like, can the dude be a good guy yet? Like,
yeah, no, seriously. He can't. Absolutely not.
No,
his voice. He has too strong of a voice.
But imagine him as that ambiguous good guy. Not like in the Boys where he's clearly a bad guy.
Cast him as Dr. Fate then, because his voice would have been such a good Fate voice. But hey, Pierce Brosnan's gonna kill it also. So I'm not mad either.
I'm down with Brosnan. His Bond was like the perfect blend of that old
dude, yeah,
he's Sean Connery before getting to too much Daniel Craig style. But anyways,
he is my favorite Bond. I do love Daniel Craig though.
Yeah.
I haven't seen enough Sean Connery Bonds to really
Yeah.
but I love
But you know
Mrs.
the
Bond.
corniness
Yes.
from his era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho, yeah, and then you have James Gunn who makes fucking great movies. So what all this speaks to success, and especially with the rated R film, I think it's going to do well. And but it was interesting though is how many people are actually going to go see it in theaters versus how many people are going to watch it at home, because I have this feeling that all these kids that can't go watch it in the theaters are just going to turn on the HBO Max and watch it there. It is a blessing and a curse. But yeah,
No,
it's
it's a
like oh
parent's
yeah, we
job to
can't.
do what parents are supposed to do, which is make sure stuff is password protected, that people are monitored, and I mean it's not that difficult. Shit.
Oh come on, Kyle. Parents barely know their kids' names.
No, that's true. Because I was talking to what's his name? No, I'm joking. No, but to that point, something I wanted to ask you about. Okay, I left California as far as living there when I was in like second grade, but I got lots of family out there, so I was out there for summers all throughout life. You know, going and visiting grandparents, cousins, and things like that, vacations, all that. But the majority of my like movie memories come from elsewhere, outside of California, other than a lot of drive-in things. So when I was in middle school in like 97, 98, 99, well 96 to 99 basically. You remember that era of all those rated R movies? I mean that was when we got stuff like The Faculty, we got The Matrix, we got Idle Hands. There was a lot of like R things for violence and or sex, or in the case of The Faculty, violence and drugs. But it wasn't necessarily too much. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
so theaters, where most of the theaters where I lived at that time, which was in the state of Georgia, my dad was a drill sergeant at Fort Benning. You could have anyone over the age of 18 buy you one ticket, and you could go in by yourself. They didn't check, you know, for the person to be your parent. Just over 18, buy you a ticket, in you go. The only time I ever saw anybody question something was when some young kid was going to see the Matrix. The manager wanted to make sure that they were the parent or some shit, and the kid was like real young though. What was it like? Cause my parents had no issue with that. My mom bought me and my friends, their parents were aware, was the designated purchasee for the Matrix. And I think even The Faculty even. And it's a bunch of 13-year-old kids seeing these movies. What was it like for you to see Reddit? Could you go by yourself, or did someone have to join you?
No, my dad went with me anyway. We
Well,
go watch. He wanted to watch the movies too.
Mine was drill sergeant, so.
Yeah, no, he wanted to watch some of the movies too. I mean, he wanted to see movies like Silence of the Lambs. And then even renting movies, it didn't matter because we both wanted to watch RoboCop, and we both wanted to watch whatever. The rating actually did not matter on the film. It was just how
content and context.
Yeah, the content. Yeah, but I'm very thankful for his input, because he had a very good eye for independent films, which as a younger child I did not understand.
Yeah.
And then now,
why is it in black and white? Why are they just talking?
This movie's boring. Yeah, I want to watch a movie about what was one of them? Tibetan kids who the entire thing is about them getting a TV so they can watch the World Cup. That and looking back, I'm like, man, that was a good movie.
That actually sounds like it could be an interesting
but
tale,
yeah,
you know.
So the fact that it's rated, like, which is why I don't have an issue now with like my daughter watching stuff, because it's like I grew up watching everything and I'm fine.
Yeah.
And there's some things I'm not gonna go take her to watch Saw 2
No.
or Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because that's gonna probably scar her
Yeah.
at the moment. But there's just some things that's just like whatever. Like
And that's what
I understand that she's technically not old enough, but she's already watched. So, dude, she watched Joker with me. So
yeah, my dad, the earliest memory I can remember of movies with my dad is at home, and it's Hamburger Hill, one of the bloodiest, violent,
oh yeah,
most like brutal Vietnam stories there is, or Korean. Yeah. Fuck, I can't even remember now. It's Hill 44. Now it's gonna bug me which hill for Hamburger Hill. I think it was yeah, Vietnam. I was right the first time. I threw myself off, but yeah. And that's a bloody, or not Hill 44, Hill 937. What the hell? Anyways,
Jesus Christ, Kyle.
I got brain damage, motherfucker. At least I knew the title of the fucking movie.
I'm treating you like everybody else.
So, I remember that, and then I can remember things like not so violent war movies like Patton or Waterloo, which are older. You know, you're talking George C. Scott and Patton. I can't remember who played Napoleon in Waterloo, but and then, so I got like a hyper violent, and then I see like these more classical war films where the explosions are big, but the violence not so much. But then my dad also showed me Predator when I was like,
oh yeah,
7.
Yeah, I saw Predator with my dad.
You know, I'm 7 years old watching Predator, and dude gets that big hole blown through, and like it's awesome to me. And I never had like Doom, the video game, or Wolfenstein kept from me. My dad, when he was younger, he was into computer games, so he was like, "Hey, son, check this shit out."
Yeah, I had Doom.
You know,
dude, blew my mind.
I know, right?
Oh my god!
And my first experience of killing Nazis in Wolfenstein, like, started this lifelong bloodlust for Nazis to just kill them left and right. It was awesome. I love it. Thank you, Wolfenstein. You know, more Nazis have been killed in video games than ever could have existed in like 10 times the existence of the Third Reich.
That seems like a low figure.
Probably. I'm just throwing out random shit.
Just because of like just Call of Duty Cold War itself.
Yeah, I know, right?
Versus the zombies. it's you know.
Anyways, so yeah. The rated R thing, when it comes to like kids and stuff, it all depends on the kid. Like, sex,
because some kids can handle it very well.
Yeah,
and others cannot.
Sex
but
is
it's up to you as a parent.
Yeah, sex is one of those ones I think I almost worried about more than violence, especially fantasy violence. Like, he's seen all of the Marvel films. We waited for Infinity War to show him that after it came out, because we weren't sure how he would handle watching all of his heroes turn to dust, you know. And then so, but other than that, sex was really like the one where it's like, yeah, yes, I want to keep that,
I agree,
you know, separate for a while longer until. I mean, look, we bought him some anatomy books. He really liked like the circulatory system and everything like that. And dude, last year and a half ago, almost, I can't remember, 2020. In 2020, he figured it all out by himself. 6 years old, he knows all the mechanics. Like, we didn't even have to. He had a few questions, like some specifics, and then is like, yeah, okay, well, I guess my son really knows his anatomy and physiology. Well, but other than that, man, for me, it's just, it always depends on the person. There's still some realistic violent films I don't want him to see yet, and he's got some behavioral health issues that you know we have concerns about. But he's a good kid. Really enjoys Portal, Team Fortress 2 with me. You know, so he's getting into some first-person shooter type games. I keep him the fuck away from garbage like Fortnite. Sorry if anyone plays Fortnite, but I hate you. Yeah. That's all I got to say on it, man. Just Be parents. Yeah. do
Yeah,
that.
and here's the thing. And if you don't agree with letting your kids watch rated R movies or playing certain video games, that's fine.
That's
Um,
absolutely fine.
you can do with your spawn whatever you want.
As long as you're
Um,
not harming them.
yes,
That's it.
thank you for that second part. But yeah, just I won't judge you when I see you with your kid on a leash.
Yeah.
And
Well, I will, but I'm going to keep it to myself.
oh yeah, actually harshly.
Yeah, I'm judging. Don't
Um,
get me wrong. We're all judging each other as parents every day. Just keep it to your fucking self. Unless
yeah,
you're
it's
doing
like you
harm
look
to
at
someone.
you look at your spouse or your friend and you just kind of like raise your eyebrows like this bitch over here. But yeah, because like the other day my daughter was like, can I play Village? And I was like, look, this one's a little bit darker
Yeah.
than 2 or 3
Mm.
in the remake. So she goes, no, I want to play it. I was like, all right, you can play it. And then she got upset with me because I couldn't help her anymore because she got farther than I did. and thus
That's
was
not
the
where I thought the story was going,
and
but that's
thus was the
awesome.
disappointment in her face and saying, all right, I'm done for the day. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I have things to do. I don't have time.
Screw you, Dad. You can't help me out. What good are you?
She was like, all right, so like what? Because for her, it's one of those like we help each other out
Yeah,
in video
yeah.
games and hey, do this or hey, you missed this. She oh my gosh, she loves to give you all the newspapers while you're playing like BioShock because she knows where all the secrets are. She knows
Yeah.
where all the recordings and
Does she
everything.
use videos? Lucas watches YouTube Let's Plays to. He's learned how to hack using the um command prompt in Steam. He's learned how to like transport and break and put in items and games from Half-Life into Portal and shit. Does she watch stuff to learn all those tips or figure them out herself?
She does, but what she does more than that, which I find amazing, because I won't ever do it, is she'll go into the lore of whatever she's doing. So then, like she could tell you the entire backstory of a lot of the characters from BioShock, and so then when I was bringing up the idea of doing like a BioShock in space, all of a sudden she started throwing out names at me and this person should do this and blah 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 and blah 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 blah, and I was like, all right, I have know who you're talking about. But the fact that you know all of this is kind of cool and intimidating at the same time.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. She knows all the lore, I guess you can say, for like Five Nights at Freddy and stuff like that, why they're like that and blah blah blah. So she doesn't just like playing the game. She likes to know why things are the way they are.
Yeah, that's cool.
When it comes to video games, and,
I like
and
that.
she's super smart about it. And I'm like, sometimes like, shut up, nerd.
That's funny. You know, it's also funny. This horrible segue to our sponsors, Grow Generation, but they're not horrible. They're great.
Grow Generation, where the pros go to grow. For all of your cultivation needs, Grow Generation has the right products, service and staff to make your grow successful. Go to www.growgeneration.com, where the pros go to grow.
Yeah, do what the Scotsman said, because he's Scottish. Yeah, that's a good reason to do it. Dude, I'm going to put an image on the screen. You ready for this image? Actually, you already know what the image is, but I'm still going to put it on the screen because everyone else might not know it. But Beast Wars is coming, ladies and gentlemen. Transformers: Rise of the Beasts was announced, kind of surprise. Not really. There's a new a comic run going on. We know the next War for Cybertron trilogy of Netflix shows is going to deal with the Beasts, and everyone's been screaming for the Maximals or whatever it was, and the Beast Wars to be adapted. Now, you're a little younger than me, so I know that you were likely more of a Beast Wars fan than a G1 fan, but you probably like both. But how excited are you to see this banner?
So I was excited for it during the day, and then I talked to my buddy over some drinks in the evening, and he said, yes, the idea of Beast Wars is fantastic, but we were just as excited for the introduction of the Dinobots.
Yes, we were.
And then I went,
fuck.
yeah. And it completely popped my bubble. And now that's just how I feel. I think there's like besides Bumblebee, I think there's maybe one or two good, well, obviously one, because the first one was fine. There's like two good movies in the entire franchise, and everything else is just hot garbage.
Yeah,
but Transformers are cool though. I don't understand like why you just can't make a good Transformers movie. Why you have to keep putting them like Marky Mark and whatnot in them and ruin them. But yeah, no, I love Beast Wars, bro. And then I did not realize how bad that animation was until recently.
Yeah, I went back to look at it. So, returning to the action and spectacle that first captured moviegoers around the world 14 years ago with the original Transformers Rise of the Beasts will take audience on a 90s globe-trotting adventure and introduce the Okay, so yeah, never mind on that. I didn't even know about this description, this synopsis.
You didn't? Oh, okay.
No, I didn't know it was 90s. So this is a sequel to Bumblebee. This is our reboot. So this is our answer. This is stupid. Fuck you, Hasbro, Paramount, Viacom, whatever the fuck. I don't even know who the hell. What in the hell?
That's that's Viacom, yeah, because Paramount is owned by them.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Look, I liked the first movie, and I went in wanting to hate it. Ask Brian. Like, we were watching a Heroes catch-up marathon the night Transformers came out, and I'm like, man, fucking Megatron looks like a Predator got it on with like a toaster, and then that toaster gave birth, and then the Predator's like cousin got it on with that, and that's what created the Transformers because of how their aesthetics, you know, all the sharp, jagged edges and shit. It's stupid.
Michael Bay, hey.
And I could not stand it. I couldn't. It was a horrible look, and so I went into this movie wanting to hate it so badly. I walked out of the movie like, that was entertaining. That was not okay. That was good. It wasn't great. It was good. It was fun. And the second one, not so much. I actually kind of enjoyed the darker, more violent third one. And then the fourth one with last night, bringing in the Dinobots, yeah, they kind of sucked. But again, it was like Wahlberg and his family. It was a little different, so it was bearable. But then you get the follow-up to that, or not last, Age of Extinction. And then you get last night, the follow-up to that, which was just garbage again. So, and then Bumblebee was all right, but you're like, man, like so much of this feels the same, like a retread, and now you're telling me, dude, like, okay, I wonder if that girl from the first movie is going to be in this one. Like, how are they going to explain it? The first movie's like 85, 86 or some shit like that. This is going to be 90s, what, 91, 92? Because if you do that whole 10 years thing like Fox did with the X-Men, that's going to seem really, really freaking stupid.
Well, they've already, I think they talked about a couple of actors who are going to be in it.
Peter Cullen is definitely returning. Anthony Ramos, Dominique Fishback. Yeah, that's pretty cool. As
so
Noah
individually, I really like Anthony Ramos.
94.
And Fishback. She's wonderful. I've talked to her before.
Mm-hmm.
She did Judas and the Black Messiah, and she was introduced back in that one film with Jamie Foxx that wasn't that very good. She was good in it. Well, it's not called Power or Limitless. What the heck is it called? Project Power. There it is. So the idea was good. The execution was not.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It's just with Transformers, it has such a bad history of films that
track record.
I'm like, all right, let me see what you got, and then we can talk about it.
So my question here, and you didn't answer me. Were you a big Beast Wars fan when you were a kid?
Yeah,
cartoon?
I loved it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was trying to explain it to Christine. Like, it wasn't my thing. Like, it was cool to kind of see the CGI, and so it's like, oh wow, video games being made into cartoons and stuff. But G1 is always my thing up to the cartoon movie and Rodimus Prime and stuff. But I was trying to tell her, you know, Beast Wars was huge. Like, people lived for that. Like Gundam Wing in the early 2000s, late 90s. Gundam Wing took America by storm. And go back and watch Wing, and believe it or not, I actually think Mobile Suit Gundam holds up better than Wing does. And I just finished watching Wing again the other day. I'm really disappointed now. I thought I didn't look into any of this because we were going to talk about it today, and I got exactly what I wanted, which is this live reaction to it. Other than the announcement that it was coming out, I just don't see how you put the Maximals and the Predacons. I don't see how you do that with the Autobots in the nine. Like, what's the catalyst for them to turn into animals? The whole idea behind Beast Wars was it was before humans, you know?
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't. It was, you know, weird that they had Megatron as a T-Rex, but whatever.
Hey, I was all for it.
Yes, it was badass. I mean, who doesn't want to see
a gorilla versus a T-Rex?
A gorilla fight a T-Rex, which we got this year in Godzilla versus Kong, and it was awesome.
Godzilla's not a T-Rex.
He's still a fucking lizard.
Godzilla can use his hands.
And we now think the T-Rex could. We just didn't used to think he could, and we don't know for certain.
All right, well.
There we go. And Velociraptors had feathers.
Yeah, that's been determined from a long time.
But that doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I'm with you now. My little bubble of, oh, this could be interesting, like, because what you think they're doing with War for Cybertron, where you see the Ark heading towards an Earth that's not populated by humans yet necessarily. You know what I'm now, yeah, fuck this movie shit, dude. All I care about's the cartoon on Netflix. Have you seen that? Have you watched those two?
I've tried to, but I'm not the biggest Transformers fan. So, as fun as they are, it's not on my top of my list, and rarely do I even get to the middle of my list. It's just like, dude, everything keeps coming out like almost weekly, and it's like, give me a damn break.
Yeah.
No, but
I do want to say that they are really, really great. If anyone out there is a Transformers fan and has been turned off by like the garbage that had been on Disney and Nickelodeon, I think both of them have had it on their channels at one point, or maybe it's just Nickelodeon. Either way, I know a lot of people have been really disappointed with the Transformers animation, but this series is a lot like the two games, the War and Fall of Cybertron on PS3, which were phenomenal video games, and like to me still like one of the definitive Transformers experiences you can have are those two games on PS3, and that's where my hope rests. And you know what, I hear about these reboots and releases of all sorts of, you know, 90s and 80s classic what's the word I'm looking for? Nostalgia stuff. Nostalgia stuff, you know. Transformers is all about the nostalgia stuff. But we keep missing some of the best properties to take and give the grown-up treatment to. Like they did with Transformers, like they did with Castlevania, like what they seem to be doing with He-Man. And the two that keep coming up to the top of my mind, actually three that keep coming to the top of my mind. Power Rangers, I keep telling people, animated Shattered Grid, fucking do it. Ninja Turtles, I'm telling you, limited miniseries, 2 or 3 seasons, 4 to 6 episodes each, and they come out like every 6 to 8 months. to do a Turtles with a touch of maturity. Again, that's a good one. And the last one, Manny, I would actually like to see a animated Ghostbusters.
They already did it.
No. You know what I'm saying, jackass. Yeah. What do you think about that? Instead of trying to recapture the movie, since the whole point Sony has in making this god awful thing, anyways, is to sell toys, why not give us a TV 14 accessible Ghostbusters cartoon set in the universe of the first two films, but further down the line where there's franchises, other destinations, ghosts, and kind of like what they did with the comic book run from Image or Dark Horse. I don't remember who put it out.
It was Boom, I think.
No, Boom's Power Rangers.
It was IDW.
IDW. That's who it was. Sorry, IDW. But yeah, they just like that. What do you think about those three? Well, you already said yes to two of them. What do you think about stop fucking with live action and do another Ghostbusters cartoon instead?
Well, you have to find somebody passionate enough to spearhead it. That's why He-Man's getting made. Sorry, you're not Kevin Smith.
No. Mirrors, damn it.
Sorry, Kyle, you're not Kevin Smith. Yeah, you're gonna have to, just like the Munsters now have like a Rob Zombie pushing them forward because he's a fan, and He-Man has Kevin Smith pushing it because he's a fan, and I know there's some other ones that I'm missing, but you see that some of these kind of spin-offs or shorter versions of the shows or whatnot are getting made because, like we talked the other day, fans are growing up, getting jobs too because they were inspired by the earlier stuff, and now they're making it their own. And so
now I spent all that fucking time defending this god awesome country. Fuck. What a waste. No, I'm joking. Anyways.
No, but but you need somebody with that kind of Hollywood credibility because they can make some phone calls and just make it happen. Mm-hmm. I mean, some people could just pick up the phone and be like, and get a meeting. Hey, I want to make the show. Mm-hmm. And because of my name, at least I'll listen to them, take it into consideration. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Abrams.
So,
excuse me. Sorry.
I mean, that's Abrams with like Star Trek, and so I think you just find the right people and you make it happen. But then you have the other day we were just talking about it. People like Disney hiring people who have never seen the property, and it just makes it makes for bad. And then you wonder, and then they're like, why didn't it work? And it's like, dude, it didn't work because you don't have the right people on there. It's like DC hiring Goyer to write and produce some of their DC films when Goyer himself has no respect for a lot of the characters.
Yeah. So. Yeah. I agree. We'll have to wait and see what ends up playing out on the screen with the Beast Wars. But one last thing, just because Christine got to write on it yesterday, I'll share with in the vein of Power Rangers. These awesome shoes Manny and I saw like right as we signed off yesterday. Reebok has released a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers line of sneakers.
Yes.
They are Megazord and Power Ranger themed. Somebody had a really nice setup with some boxes that come with it from comic book to show off kind of like the Megazord ones. But here on the actual website, they have individual like Ranger shoes, so you could get like the Yellow Ranger, Pink Ranger. They got different varieties, different styles from slip on and lace up, high top and stuff like that.
So
but there's one glaring fucking mistake. There is no Tommy Oliver, no Green Ranger, no White Ranger, No Tommy Oliver Reebok. I forgot you guys fucking existed ever since those little things like the 6 and 8 air pads on the bottoms. Fuck you guys now. No Tommy Oliver. I'm not in love with Tommy Oliver. It has nothing to do with my personal feelings on Tommy Oliver and the fact that he's the best Power Ranger there ever was. That's irrelevant.
No, Walter Jones is the best Power Ranger ever. So he knows how to dance, and he had a mastodon. Fuck your Dragon Zord.
Hey, he was pretty badass. What was his martial arts style called?
It was called
because he mixed the hip hop dance with which is almost like that in Tekken, the dude that does the
Eddie Gordo.
Yeah, there you go.
That's capoeira though.
Yes, I know. I was saying this is similar idea of having a rhythmic dance, because there's also an Asian one, a Far East one. I can't remember the name of it, that also has a rhythmic, almost like a dancing thing to keep your enemy off their feet. It's really just, it's disappointing, man. I want some Dragon Zord shoes. Anyways.
All right, but in defense of them, they're worrying about the original Power Rangers, the original 5. Tommy was added later. So,
I don't give a fuck.
I mean,
he was fashionably late, man. Fashionably late. Who shows up on time?
When they made the reboot, and I'm not saying it, I'm not defending it at all, I'm saying it was good, but was he a Ranger?
Should have been. We should be getting that.
No.
Because
it goes, you know, it's the 5 Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
And as a matter of fact, then they had to modify the Megazord to fit Dragon Zord.
This guy had to fight through all of his worst emotions being brought to the forefront and brainwashed, and then losing his powers, facing the possibility of never being a Power Ranger again. And just at the nick of time, Zordon's like, I'll give up this energy, man. And boom, White Ranger, Tiger Zord, the Falcon Thunder Zord. Dude, fucking, God, fuck you. Anyways, hey guys, thank you so much for watching the show today.
It's not my fault he's not an original Ranger. Nobody likes green anyway.
I mean, none of them are technically original, except for this the people in the Super Sentai suits to begin with, way back in the 70s and 80s when that footage was used originally.
No, but on the real, the Green Ranger and the White Ranger are fine. It's just,
I know. You
It's
can't
just
really
do too much.
Do too much with the White Ranger outfit on shoes that I could think of. I mean, yeah, he's got the gold and black.
I will say that even
the dragon face, like dragon eyes on the side and teeth, would be cool, man.
So while they look cool, the shoes overall, some of them do look like they're Payless kid shoes.
Well, yes, they do.
And I'm just like, oh damn. Specifically like the Red Ranger ones.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know how they look like they have the cut or the like the teeth.
Yes.
I was like, this is something the 5-year-old's gonna be wearing. And then obviously there's older people who be like, I don't give a fuck.
Well, those ones are for preschoolers. It says it.
Oh really?
Yeah, right here.
Oh yeah, those are for preschoolers. But
I would still want fucking green dragon. I won't let me point, but like dragon eyes on the side. Fuck yeah, I'd wear that shit. I'd wear it in a heartbeat.
So, but I mean, like because some of those are trainers, and I'm like, fuck yeah, like because you don't wear them often.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like training with like Black Ranger shoes. Let's go.
Yeah, definitely. Awesome stuff. So guys, if you're watching us on YouTube, we really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's fun to make these videos, and it also makes it really easy to interact with you guys and be on a more personal level when you can actually see the faces behind the voices and behind the words, because we still write on the website every now and then. I think I remember how to now. Speaking of this site, lrmonline.com, every day, all of your entertainment news, needs, and opinions on that YouTube channel. Hit that red subscribe button. Thank you guys. We've broken 4,200 subscribers so far. hoping to break 5,000 as quickly as possible. So please help us out. You get amazing shows covering Marvel, Loki. Manny said he wasn't that excited about it. I was super excited about it. You can hear about that on our Loki Thursdays podcast tomorrow. And Manny and I will also give some thoughts after you guys have all gotten a chance to see it, probably tomorrow morning live right here on YouTube on the Daily COG, the Daily Cup of Genre. And we do all these awesome podcasts in audio format as well, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple, all that good stuff. But on top of that, the YouTube channel's got a lot of really cool shit that Manny, Gig, and Nancy all put up. Manny, tell us a little bit about what has gone up today, yesterday, and coming up.
Yesterday we did a little introduction to the Middlemost Post from Nickelodeon. That's up. Today we're going to do a little bit of an introduction with the Patrick Star Show. And also I'm going to have a Spanish interview for a film called El Cuartito. But like I mentioned before, the amount of content that's up, that's different and unique on our site is unlike any other site, because it is that we are LRM online, but we are also the Genreverse. We cover everything from animated shows on Nickelodeon all the way to C-level horror films and everything in between, including Gordon Ramsay's shows. And Hispanic television and film, and just, I mean, it's incredible stuff that we're able to put together.
Martin
and I know
Sheen, I know you had Biff on the other day. I know he's not always supposed to talk about Back to the Future, but Tom F. Wilson, fucking Bender, dude. You had John DiMaggio. Like,
yeah, I did.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, guys. Robert Duvall. Yeah, keep going.
No, that's kind of the point. If you're looking on our site, there's gonna be somebody there for you. Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, Luca. Nancy was working on. She interviewed Cat Williams the other day.
Yep.
So we got it all, and we've done it long enough where good stuff. Yeah,
we most of these guys, it's not even interviews anymore. It's conversations now. People just sit down and talk with us for 15, 20 minutes, and it's amazing some of the topics. You'll start with couple of editors talking about their projects, and then next thing you know, you're going down a road of conversation of uncomfortable differences between voluntary military service and conscription. And how do you thank somebody and say that you appreciate them doing something that they didn't necessarily want to do? It's awesome. So yeah, guys, please subscribe and check all the hard work being done by Gig, Nancy, and that guy. And please hit that subscribe button. Please share us with some friends and family. Let us know in the comments or at the social media that you guys can see below, at that Malone on Twitter, at LRM_Emmanuel on Twitter. Let us know what you guys would like to see. We're going to be live tomorrow as most Thursdays are. So yeah, wake up with us 9:35. We hit the go button. Until then, we will see you next time. Bye-bye. I have no idea why I drew it out that long. I just did. And I'm keeping this going during the exit music because I kind of have to explain myself. I was searching for the video. That's what's going on.
Still talking.
I am.